Hello everyone. Today we will have a question. What were the limitations of Newland's law of octaves? Let's see. As told by Newlands, lithium and sodium show similar properties. Beryllium and magnesium show similar properties. Boron and aluminum show similar properties because the first element and the eighth element show similar properties. Now, what about elements after calcium? Do they show similar properties? That is question number 1. Now, 2. Did you find cobalt and nickel in the same slot? And along with bromine, chlorine, fluorine, and hydrogen? Is that right? Question number 2. Now, moving on to the question number 3. Can you find iron? It's in the 8th group, right? Iron, cobalt, nickel. They belong to the same category. They show similar characteristics, but they are assigned in different groups far away. Is that right? Question number 3. Now, the answers for these questions will give the answer for our question, the limitations of Newland's law of octaves. Let's see. It was found that the law of octaves was applicable only up to calcium, as after calcium, every eighth element did not possess properties similar to the first element. That was the first limitation. Now, on to the second. It was assumed that the Newlands that only 56 elements existed in nature and no more elements would be discovered in the future. But what happened? Later on, several new elements were discovered whose properties did not fit into the table. Now, moving on. In order to fit elements into his table, Newland adjusted two elements, just like cobalt and nickel, in the same slot, but also put some unlike elements under the same note. Cobalt and nickel doesn't show similar properties with chlorine, fluorine, or hydrogen. That's it. Moving on. Note that the cobalt and nickel are in the same slot. Like we said, they are placed in the same column as fluorine, chlorine, bromine, which have very different properties, like we said. Now, what about the iron? The iron, which resembles cobalt and nickel in properties, has been placed far away. They were supposed to be in close, right? Yes, and that is a limitation. So, the Newland's law of octaves worked well with lighter elements only, not with higher elements. That's it. Thank you.